What's going on, Cockbites? BroncoJuggalo and Bill are back.
Hell yeah!
Season 4 of Red versus Blue.
Do you remember what the Blues were fighting?
I think it was pirates.
Guys, don't skimp out on Red versus Blue. I'm telling you,
No.
watch the shit. It's awesome. It's hilarious. You'll love it. If you don't love it, you're a fucking cockbite. Anyways,
Backstabbing cockbites.
Bernie Burns directed this one on the back of the DVD, but on the credits it says Bernie Burns and Matt Hullum, so we'll give them both credit.
Yeah.
Same cast of characters in this one. We do get more of the Zealots. We get a much wider story. We get an epic quest,
Yes.
which is so much fun. We get a very odd pregnancy.
Yes.
And let's just say hilarity will ensue.
Yes. Quite. Much fuckery.
So in Season 4 of Red vs. Blue, the Reds are back in Blood Gulch involved in a civil war, and the Blues have embarked on a epic alien quest. The laughs continue to roll out, and the absolute absurdities continue to drop.
Always.
Guys, this is another season that I have no cons for. I was reading up on this season. A lot of people thought this was a great return to form for seasons 1 and 2.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that a lot of people think that season 3 is too long. They think that it goes off on ridiculous, like the time travel stuff. They didn't like that. They thought it was ridiculous.
Yeah.
I thought it was awesome. I loved it.
I had
But
nothing against
at
it.
the time when these came out, it may have been different because people didn't know the whole story yet. And we'll get into the whole story as we keep going, but season 4 is where a lot of shit really starts to change.
Yep.
And season 5 coming up is going to break out, all hell breaks loose, so to speak. But I have no cons for this season. You?
Nope.
So we're going to go over what we like about it, and that'll be it for today.
Hell yeah. Hey, my first pro for this one, I'm going to start off. I love the beginning of this season. No!
As I said, the Reds found themselves back in Blood Gulch.
Back in
and
Blood Gulch.
Griff was not happy.
No.
So they came up with a new game.
Griff Ball.
No, Griff Ball
Since
was there
Griff
already.
Ball.
Best game since Griff Ball.
Ow! This is the best game since Griffball.
They decided to use Griff as one of those ducks at the carnival that you shoot at because he refused to come down, which
Yes.
is fucking hilarious. One of my favorite parts is something that rings true in today's world. The trouble with the automated answering system. Please press 1 for this one. I'm sorry, we did not understand. Please press 1.
It's
And
even worse if it's a voice automated one.
Yeah, the voice. Oh my god! And to me, that's one of my biggest pet peeves in the world is those fucking machines. I fucking hate them.
Yeah.
And when I watched that on there, I was like, "Holy shit, that's me." I'm just like, "That's so me," getting pissed,
Oh, yes. Okay, my next pro for this season is we're kind of going on 2 different adventures. The Reds and the Blues. The Reds were back in Blood Gulch, and Simmons, this whole drama with him falling out of favor.
Mm-hmm.
There's the tank.
It literally, as I said, becomes a civil war.
Nobody
can see the tank.
Nobody can see it. Nobody can see it. Now we're going to have ourselves a talent contest, a beauty contest. Griff, you're ineligible.
Yeah, guys, this show is chaos incarnate, and
Yes.
it is so much fun to watch. And just, they do a great storyline. There's a great storyline that goes along through these seasons. But just everything that happens is just so absolutely ridiculous and absolutely hilarious that it's perfect.
Yes.
It's perfect. I love this show.
It's perfect insanity.
And we haven't gotten to some of the problems that happen in some later seasons yet. But doesn't mean I didn't like those seasons too.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the wrench threw something out of left field here and is now in the lead.
My absolute favorite part of this show, of this season, is that we get my favorite quote-unquote catchphrase and most quotable lines to say, and I've used them quite often in my videos over the years. If you've ever noticed, or if you have noticed, you may recognize this. My favorite quote in the whole Red versus Blue series comes from Tucker. Bow chicka bow wow.
Bow chicka bow wow.
Anytime he thinks something's sexy, and then so there's a point where he's like, bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow chicka bow 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 wow. And he's driving everybody nuts with it, but to me, it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
And guys, man, I don't know how to put into words sometimes what I want to say about this show, because it's hard without just going through every single point of interest in the show. It's hard without walking them through the whole thing.
Yeah.
So this is something that I wish that more people would just experience for themselves that haven't already. And I know in the horror community, which is 90% of the people that watch my channel, you don't get a lot of people that watch this kind of, well, maybe they do, but if they do, they're not talking about it. So let's fucking talk about it. Let's talk about something besides horror once in a while.
Yeah.
Love talking about horror, don't get me wrong.
I love horror.
All day long, I'll talk horror, but every once in a while, let's do something different. And that's why we're doing this. I wanted to do something different, something fun, something upbeat. And I'm going to try and throw some clips in as many of these videos as possible. And I know I'm just kind of rambling right now. Sorry, y'all. Every time I try to add clips on these, I keep getting copyright striked, which is so funny. Because all it is fucking Halo, basically. And this is a show that is built off of another property that they didn't own.
Yeah.
And at the beginning, I don't think they got permission from them either,
No, I'm for sure they didn't.
But they did later on because they became partners with with Bungie and Microsoft and all that.
Yep.
But, back when it first started, first couple seasons, I'm sure they did not have permission to put out these episodes from Bungie, who made Halo, the first couple Halo games. But it is what it is. I just find that fucking ironic that I get a copyright strike from the company that made something off something that didn't belong to them.
I know.
That's the way YouTube is these days.
Yeah. All right. Going to the Blues now. The Blues have their epic quest.
Sorry, I interrupted him.
No, it's all good.
Just did it again.
Don't really give a shit.
I know. Epic quest. You were saying.
We go on this epic quest. Of course, we have Andy the Bomb tagging along. And then we run into an alien. Oh!
Fluffy, the alien that only loves.
Uh-oh. Bow chicka bow wow. Tucker.
Weird shit.
You're the daddy.
Yep. Weird shit. Yeah, don't give everything away about it, because I want them, if they do watch it, I want them to see what happens.
Well, this is so old.
Yeah, that's true, but a lot of these people haven't seen it. Like, people that we have turned on to it, they're going through them, hopefully.
Well, that's why I just said you're the daddy.
That reminds me. Guys, they took down a lot of these off of YouTube, the full seasons. I don't know why, but they did. But you can go to roosterteeth.com. I think it's roosterteeth.com.
Yes.
And see them there. All the full seasons there.
Or you can buy the Blu-rays and DVDs.
Yeah, well, for the older seasons and all, you got to kind of go on eBay now. Even on their site, they don't have them anymore.
Oh, they don't?
No.
Oh, shit. Thought they did.
You got to go to eBay to get a lot of these now. So, or Amazon, and you're going to pay probably more. Get the box set for the Blu-ray box set for like the first 10 seasons. Get that Blu-ray box set. You're going to pay about $80 to $100 depending, but it's definitely worth it.
Yes.
It's definitely worth it. But back to the pros. For this season, as you said, the epic quest, right?
Yes.
We get introduced to the aliens. Now, if you remember, if you're a Halo fan or you played Halo, back in Halo 2, they made it to where you could play as an alien.
Yes,
and
you played the Arbiter.
In the multiplayer, too. So you were able to use and actually get the aliens to come in and be part of the story. And that, in turn, just expanded the universe for Halo, or not for Halo, but for Red versus Blue, even bigger than what it already was. And then we go farther and farther on, and more things got added over time, and we get better stuff. So this is kind of the start of that. Well, I mean, they gave a little sneak peek of it at the hint at the end of last season, season 3.
Yeah.
But this is where we really get introduced to the aliens in the game, or in the movie, in the show, whatever. And I just love that. I love that they, as these games progress, so did their storylines. And I just think that's brilliant. I mean, I wish that I had that kind of computer talent and skills to do that kind of stuff.
Oh,
Now,
yeah.
I could do a lot of it now, but back when it was happening, I didn't know about all that, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's pretty fucking dope. It's your turn.
Awkward silence.
Did you have anything else?
Yeah, I got one more for this one, guys. I just decided to fuck with him a little bit this time. My last pro for this is fucking Tex just going ballistic on everyone. I love her.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. It's not quite as fun as what they do in a couple seasons from now when they
No.
another game
It gets
engine.
even better.
But it was still pretty cool.
And that is a pro for me for this entire franchise as a whole. As technology gets better, because we're going to introduce different gaming engines.
Mm-hmm.
And it just gets more and more epic. And they get to do more and more, especially when they combine forces with the companies to make this just fucking beautiful.
Yep, and in fact, we'll go into that, I believe, in season 5 or 6 even.
It's
That
5 or 6.
When Halo 3 came out, the people from Red vs. Blue actually got cameos in the Halo 3 video game.
Yes.
You know, so I know exactly where to find them too. It's pretty funny.
Yeah.
They're funny as hell. Final thing I wanted to say about this that I truly loved was the fact that we got Agent Wyoming from the Freelancers back.
Yep.
He's still hunting Tucker. We also get the Zealots back. You know, there's like the whole Zealot army, the two sides that were fighting over their precious flag that they worship. They're now combined.
It's their god.
Yeah, they're now combined behind Agent Washington to stop Tucker and his quest, which is really just funny when we find out what the end of the quest is.
Yeah.
But guys, Red vs. Blue Season 4, another terrific outing. Definitely check it out if you haven't already. I hope you enjoy these. I'm having a lot of fun doing them.
Hell
This
yeah.
is BroncoJuggalo saying peace.
And Bill saying good night.